Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. My beautiful and amazing client of 5 years, Miss Raquanda, and I will be doing a wash and go today. I know the name of this style can be misleading because it's literally not just a wash and go. There is a whole process, but a rewarding process nonetheless, because you will learn how to define your own curl pattern and know how to make it last for longer than 3 to 4 days. What you see me doing here is prepping her hair. Preparation is key. Clean hair is key. Therefore, follow every step so that your hair will flourish and last longer. We've been seeing long strands still.
So my iron is low, so I got a prescription for
Quick little intermission. My client is experiencing postpartum shedding, but it's okay because she was rewarded with a beautiful baby girl. And as you heard her say, she got her appointment. She's taking her postnatals. It's all good. She'll get her density back in no time. A fresh, clean canvas, just how I like it. This is the result of what good products will do. Her hair is very manageable and free of tangle, ready for styling. My favorite part. Now the question and concern is always, what do I use for my hair type? And I say, use what your hair is lacking. If you feel like your hair tends to get drier faster, use moisture-based products. If you feel like your hair tends to get more brittle and shed more, use protein-based products. Brands like Camilla Rose, Design Essentials, TGIN, Redken, just to name a few, will strongly indicate the intention behind the product, whether or not it's to moisture or to add protein, which will identify itself with other keywords like fortify, strengthen, anti-breakage, or reconstructive. And then back to moisture, which is pretty self-explanatory. It'll just say moisture, intense moisture, moisture repair, hydration. Yeah, you get the point. Now that we're ready to apply the product, let's prep the hair. Section the hair into 3 to 4 parts, 2 in the front and 2 in the back, with my favorite detangling and curl defining brush. And don't forget your spray bottle. I did add some pumps of my leave-in conditioner in my spray bottle to help add some slip to her hair. Starting in the nape area of her head and using Design Essentials Curl Defining Gel, raking it thoroughly throughout her hair. And yes, I said raking, which is a technique that you'll need to know. And now I'm adding the Camilla Rose Mousse, which will give the hair more bounce and shine. Not every individual that has textured hair needs all of these products like leave-in conditioner, gel, and mousse. Here are some pages from my ebook where you can be more intentional on what your hair type is and what it needs to thrive. Because she has somewhat of a corkscrew, slightly coiled curl pattern, but her strands are fine, that's why I do a mixture of the gel and mousse. But if her hair was kinky and her curls were coarser, I would probably only just use my water mixture and gel. Or the complete opposite of having coarser, tighter curls would be having a much looser curl pattern, maybe finer texture, even in the middle or coarser. But once the curls are loose, you don't have to use as much product as this. So again, knowing what your hair type is helps with how much product and what kind of product that you'll be needing to use. Okay, back to the raking. I find this technique to be the best way to separate the hair while defining the curls. Separating and raking the hair in a wash and go will reduce the amount of frizz she has once it's completely dry. And now I'm just adding some edge control to tame and give her edges more of a polished look. Did you know that if you rub different products in your hand before rubbing it in your hair, that if it clumps up like this, and it may not dramatically clump up like it is now, but it will not stay as smooth as it once was. And that means it will clump up badly when it dries into your hair. Just a little FYI. As you get more comfortable and consistent with this routine, using the correct products for your hair type, and practicing patience, which in turn will build your confidence in wearing your own hair. You'll notice not only do your styles last longer, but your hair is getting healthier. Yes, ma'am. Or sir. Yes, gender neutral. All of these products lock in on which ones work best for your hair and try this out. Now it's time to dry. I'm taking my diffuser towards her ends where I feel like it takes a little bit longer to dry, but essentially we went under the dryer and sat for a good 45 minutes to an hour. This part right here is my favorite part. Sorry, y'all. It's like glazing a donut after it just finished baking, or a roast chicken that just came out the oven. That's this part for me. Similar to the Nairobi botanical oil that I just used, you can also use grapeseed, almond oil, avocado oil, sunflower seed, argan, jojoba, just to name a few. And fluff her out using your fingers or a pick at the roots only. All right, before we have too much fun in the sun, let me let your hair know how not to have too much fun in the bed. We don't want bedhead, and we don't want our hair to shrink too much as well, just due to moisture at the roots over time. So adding silk or satin scrunchies to your hair, just one loop around depending on how tight your curls are, is what's going to help reduce any kind of tangling as well, maintaining the elongation and definition in your hair. Apply your bonnet over this and have a great night's rest. To wake up in the morning, remove the scrunchies, and do it all over again. Consistency is key. The more that you do it, the better that you'll be. Happy wash and go, ladies.